This video lecture covers the final exam. Rather than testing on content, this final exam will be testing on skills. The final exam will cover several different things. We'll be looking at how well students can do discussion boards, how well students can do an article annotation on their own, how well students can do a CER, a paragraph frame, whether or not you can read a short story and do a fiction analysis template on your own. The short story will have a quiz and a map to do with an ending discussion board. So let's go ahead and get into it. The first part of the final exam will be a question: which do you enjoy more, giving presents or receiving presents? So on this part of the final exam here, we simply want a 3-sentence response to which do you enjoy. Do you like giving presents and seeing people's faces as it lights up in joy? Or perhaps you're like me and you like getting presents because, let's be honest, gifts are awesome. So this part of the final exam, please just respond with what you prefer and why. So in my case, I like both, which is okay. So I'm going to say something here like, I enjoy both giving and getting presents. Giving and getting. Okay, and then I would want maybe a second sentence on why I enjoy giving gifts and a third sentence here on why I enjoy getting gifts. That's all we're going to be working on with this particular one. I'm going to change my ink size here. There we go. Okay, so article annotation. Now again, this should be familiar to us after as many of these as we've done, but just a reminder, in these dotted red boxes, we're going to put our text features. So text features found here on the side will go into these dotted boxes. Again, just like normal, we have a title, we have a nonfiction article, and our author. Okay. Please don't forget on the bottom to do your date of publication and your title of publication. We want to make sure all of those are filled on every page. In addition, if there's any images, infographics, please fill those in. Now, through the article, we want our normal annotation. So in these boxes, there should be a question. What can money buy? And the answer to this question: money may not buy you love, but it might buy you happiness. So what can money buy? It might buy you happiness. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to circle that, and I'm going to connect those two. Please remember to connect the question with the answers. As we read through the article and we're annotating, we also want to circle high-frequency words that are important to our understanding of the text, and then box any words that we are unfamiliar with. So I can assume that because this article seems to be about happiness, giving, and receiving, those are going to be some of my key words. It also looks like money. Again, I'm going to circle the happiness. Spending is connected to money. Better to give, to receive. Money, giving, buying. Okay. So please ensure that this is done for the entirety of the final paper. Again, if you come across words that you do not know, go ahead and simply put a box around words that are unknown. The next part of this final exam is a CER graphic organizer. So in this CER, it might be wise to argue, to claim what the article itself claiming. It's better to give than to receive. So I'm going to be a little uncreative, and I am simply going to say it is better to give than to get. Cool. And then I will want to put in some evidence here and some reasoning here. Please ensure that you are also covering your title, author, genre, and the source. For the final exam, you may go ahead and skip this part of the CER, and we'll instead transition to the CER paragraph frame. So remember, our graphic organizer is, in a sense, our outline for the CER paragraph frame. The paragraph frame, I have still let you use the scaffolding. So in author's name, genre, title, last name, revise and restate your CER. Please follow the instructions on the CER paragraph frame. You will then read a short story called The Gift of the Magi. You do not have to annotate this short story. You do, however, have to answer the questions found on the sides of each page. As this is a hard copy and not one done on Actively Learn, the questions will be corresponding to lines, kind of like a poem. So if I were to find line 11, I would simply go down to this number here. This is line 10, and that means this would be line 11. This would be line 12, 13, and so on. So any of the questions, beggar in line 14, this would be line 14, word beggar. So please use the numerical hints on the sides here to direct you if you're looking for a specific line. Please read and answer the questions on this whole article. This is a fiction story, and after you have read, there will be a fiction analysis template. Please fill this out to the best of your ability. Remember, as with all of our stories, if you're looking for an antagonist and there is no antagonist in the story, we simply cross out that section. If you're looking for settings and there is only one setting, just put in the answer to your one setting or your two settings. Remember, we don't have to fill out every single one of these as long as we're filling them out sufficiently as the story dictated. Lastly, there'll be a quiz. This is a 10-question quiz followed by an irony map. The irony map will review elements of the short story. And then you will end the short story with what is the greatest gift that you can give? What is the greatest gift that you can give? Please answer this also in 3 complete sentences. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out.